Hi guys. So I'm a little late tonight. Normally I do the lives about 7 o'clock, and I got home and I was just pooped, and I wasn't sure if my son was going to call me, so I kind of waited a little bit longer. But I think I'm just going to hop on, get right at it. I figured I would show you guys how to do these teacup gnomes or coffee mugs. I couldn't find the little dainty ones in the time that I thought of doing them for Mother's Day gifts. So I just went and looked. I work at Walmart in the Vision Center, so I just kind of went through our kitchen area, and I saw the Pioneer Woman, and I thought, oh my goodness, these are beautiful coffee mugs, and I'm going to use those instead. So my mom likes blue. Her favorite color is blue. So I figured I'm going to go ahead and use this one for her. And then for my mother-in-law, she loves flowers. So these dishes are perfect. My mother-in-law, I ended up doing this one here. And the embellishments I got for hers go really well with it as well. I mean, it's going to look so cute. But all that you need is the teacup and the saucer. I'm not seeing anybody. Anybody watching at all? We'll see if some people come on here. But all that you need is the cup and saucer. If you didn't have a saucer, the cup would be alright, and they'd just sit on the table or whatever, but I thought this would be a really cute platform for them to sit on. And then I've been using the faux fur for the beard, and I have it in a couple different colors, and I figured the white would work really good for what I'm doing. Hi, Danny. Now, I also grabbed, when I was shopping one day, a blanket. And I thought, oh my goodness, this would make a really cute beard. But for the ones that I'm making tonight, this is not going to work out that well. But eventually, I'll probably end up using it for a beard or a hat or fuzzy boots or something. But you'll probably see this material on some kind of gnome. So, and then for mine, I plan on making myself one so I can keep one here, just because I think they turn out so adorable. But I didn't really like any of the patterns that would go with my decor. So tonight, for my gnome, I decided on this. It's like a really pretty mint green. Green is my favorite color. And they didn't have any mugs, but I figured I would try using a bowl for the hat. So we're just going to see how it works. This one here, I'm going to make a sock gnome for the body, and then the hat, or the bowl, is going to be his hat. So we'll see how it goes. I might like how it turns out. I might not, but I had to use this. I thought it would work really good. And with mine, I just ended up getting some socks. I thought this would look good as the body. It's just gray, brown, and white. And then I ended up getting some bows and ribbons on sale for 25 cents. And I thought that would go really well with the brown in the sock. So we'll see how these go. And then also for the shoes, I used the little, they're in the baby shower section. So they're the little booties from the baby shower section at Dollar Tree. So I just need a set of this. I think there's 6 or 8 boots in a package from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to set this one aside because I'm going to work on my mother-in-law's first. Hi, Bailey. So, all you need is a cup and saucer, something for the beard, a bead for the nose, those booties for the shoes, and then just a sock for the body. You can either fill it with rice, but tonight for my mother-in-law's, I'm going to use a pool noodle, and I've cut it about 4 inches. They have different sizes of the pool noodles. I've had some people ask me what size I'm using. I don't know what size this is. They have several different sizes because they have the green one, and I grabbed a couple of these, and I also grabbed some blue ones. So they're all different sizes, and I found the pink one fits pretty good in my cup, so I figured I would use this one. Now for the gnome that I'm making for my son, the blue one worked perfect for him. So, and that's sitting back here. He's still in progress. So, but I plan on working on him all weekend long as well. I'm hoping I'll finish him before the weekend is done. We have a full weekend being Mother's Day, plus my granddaughter's birthday is on Monday. So we're going to just celebrate it on Mother's Day and have a combined day with all of us. So, all right. And for my mother-in-law's, like I said, I got this really cute flower. It was at Walmart. I think it was $1 something for this one. But just use what you have on hand. So for now, I'm going to just go ahead and set this aside. And I have plans. I know I've shown tons and tons of cups that I have gotten. Like I got a donut one, a cactus one, and a pineapple one. I do plan on doing those. I might not do those live, but I will do step-by-step pictures. The pineapple one, though, I do want to show you the hat. So this was the cup. And I ended up putting this top on there. And it's just from this. I got this at the Dollar Tree. And I just took off all of the tinsel and ended up with this and then this on top. So I took that top off and I glued it to the top of my pineapple. I just thought that would complete the look. And then I plan on using yellow socks, or I also picked up these really cute SpongeBob socks. I just thought, how cute would that be? So I'll just play around with it and go from there. The cactus one I thought would be really cute in a flower pot. So I'll have him popping up out of the flower pot. And then I'll probably also have like little succulent plants in there as well. So pictures to come as I do those. And then I will go ahead and get started on these. Danny, I know, right? When I saw those in the store, I was just walking around checking what all they had. And I saw those and I kind of squealed out loud. And some people looked at me a little funny. But I fell in love with all of those. And I didn't get them that day. But I thought about them all day long. And the very next day, I bought them. I just had to have them. So, okay. So for this one here, with the glue sticks, I also want to point out I'm using the E6000. It just helps hold it a little bit better because how heavy the cup is. Now, if you had a little dainty teacup, you might not need the E6000. I also wondered if the hot glue would peel off after time. So I thought the E6000 is more permanent. So that's why I used it. And I also glued it down to the plate so it wouldn't tip over and it would be a little bit more stable. Now, I also showed pictures of the gray one with the yellow flower. I already gave that to my daughter. She loved it. It turned out so cute, but I didn't want to have the table overcrowded with all of the stuff that I had done. And the little coffee cup that I had done, I had already given that away as well. I will show you, and I mean, in some of the pictures, it's hard to tell the size. So this is a regular coffee cup. So it's just a regular size. Well, these cups here are little itty bitty ones. And that's the one that I had look like coffee with a little gnome in there. And what I put on the top was hot glue. And then, I don't know, I want to say it's been a couple years. I ended up buying these, I think at the Dollar Tree. And they had a little succulent in the top. And I took that off and used it for a different project. Well, it has these little pebbles. And I thought that kind of looks like coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. Now, once I get done using all of that, there's another layer. And that one almost looks like coffee beans as well. So I will probably use that for that as well. And then it has the white rocks that I could use for something else later. And then the container, I'll use it too. I try not to throw anything away because I might be able to use it for a craft or a gift or something. So, but I plan on doing a few more of these as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and start on this. So I'm going to take my sock, and this one you'll notice it has the little skid protectors on the bottom. A lot of people think I can't use that for a sock gnome because it has that skid protectors on there to keep you from slipping and sliding. It's okay if those are on there. I'm going to show you a little trick. So what I'm going to do is cover my pool noodle. And it works out great because the whole bottom fits in that white section. And then that heel hits right at the top. Now see, you have your speckled side and the side that doesn't have anything. Now you can use this as a decorative polka dotted back, or when it comes time, you can cover that part up with your beard. Isn't that a neat trick? You cover it up with the beard, no one even knows those are there. So these socks are workable with these gnomes. And then what I did with this one, this was the same type. It has the skid, non-skid things in the front, under his beard. The part at the top, I snipped that off. And then this extra is what I covered those shoes. So what I'm going to do is just snip some of this off at the top. And then I'm going to cut it in half. And set that aside. So then I'm going to add just a little bit of glue in here just to glue this down. And for that I'm just doing the hot glue. And that's just so it doesn't slip and slide. And any kind of extra pieces of the sock can just be tucked in that center. And with one of them, can't remember which one, I filled that hole with pebbles just to give it some weight. It's up to you. You don't have to fill it with pebbles if you don't want to. It will hold. So then before I put the cup up on top, I'm going to go ahead and put my beard on here. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and hide those bumps on there. So I'm going to find out where I want to place my beard. Okay. Put a little bit of glue. And I'm putting the beard all the way to the top. And I made it to where it just kind of brushes the bottom of the table there. There. Boy, it's shedding pretty good tonight. I think that was the sock that's shedding. I'm also going to glue down the beard a little bit on the side. And with these here, you'll notice it doesn't look like, when I part up here for the nose, it looks like the mustache is up on top of his nose. But I wasn't aiming for it to look like a mustache. I kind of figured it would look like his hair was brushed down and then it was parted with his nose in the center. Just because normally I would have a hat go up and over this, and it would look like, you know, I would do more down this way for the mustache. It didn't work out that way with these cups. So I just made a little bit here so it kind of looks like his hair is in his eyes. And there's no wrong way of doing it. If you wanted it to have a mustache, you would just part it further down on there underneath his nose. Okay, so I have this part done. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the shoes. And all that I do is I put that shoe in the center, and I'm going to have the back one corner and the front is at another corner. And then I'm going to pull that one corner in the front up and inside. Now, if you want, you can glue it as you go, just to kind of hold it in place. So you can add like a little piece of glue in there. And then when you bring this up, it'll stay. And with this type of sock, it's pretty stretchy. So it's going to be able to cover this whole shoe. And this shoe is going to be two-toned because of this white stripe. But that's going to give a cool effect. Because, you know, like Nikes and Pumas, all the shoes have like little designs on them. So this one's going to have a cute little fun design. So what I do is I brought that up, that corner. Before I do the back, I'm going to bring the sides in. And I'm just going to kind of, see how this kind of folds here? I'm going to fold that up and tuck that inside. That way it kind of creates like a little crease. I don't know if that comes off very well on the camera, but I'll show you when it's done. But I think I'm going to add a little bit of glue on the inside before I do it. But you're going to do that on both sides. So it'll create kind of like a little pucker to the front. And And then you're going to just tuck in that center. Then all I'm doing is pulling up the sides to where I have that back, and that back is going to tuck up inside as well. I'm going to add a little bit of glue so it stays in place. And I'm just going to hold it for a little bit just so it stays. And if it tries to come out, you just add a little dab of glue and then hold it down in there again. And so see how that has that little piece of white? I just think that adds character. And then there's those little puckers in the front of the shoe. And then that will be glued. I'll put glue on the top of it, and I will glue that to the front next to the beard. And then I'll show you a little decorative after I get the other shoe done and we glue those on. I'll show you a cute little detail. You don't have to do it, but I like doing it. I ended up doing it on the other one just to give like a little pop of color. So this one here, I'm going to go ahead and glue it. Glue. And if you didn't want to use part of the sock, you could cover it with felt or even any kind of material. And I'm just bringing up everything in the back, tucking all of it inside. I love that it doesn't take much to cover this sock, and anything that you tuck inside that top, it's kind of like filler, so you don't have to worry about filling it up. Some people put rocks or something in there to weight it down. I'm going to get a little drink. I've noticed that I've been talking quite a bit today, and my mouth has been getting really, really dry. So if I have to take a little sip, I apologize. Okay. So then I'm going to lay him down, and I'm going to kind of bring his beard towards the center to where it kind of forms a little point. Excuse me. My goodness. Okay. So then I'm going to put some glue inside that sock that I covered on the shoe. Then I'm going to find my placement to where it's going to sit. And then I hold it for just a little bit because it'll try to seep out of there. But I want to make sure that I don't have it too low to where it's going to alter the height of my gnome. Because you want him to be able to sit nice and flush. Okay, then I will do the other one. I'm just holding it down to make sure that it gets a good bond on there. And then when you sit him up, see, he already looks really cute. And he doesn't even have his nose yet. Or his hat. Okay. So then I find the center of his beard. And this is where I kind of play around with it. So I have it moved around. I'm not adding the nose quite yet. I'm going to add the hat first because this will go down and smush a little bit of that. But I want to know where my center is when I place this. My goodness gracious. And I found curling up the bottom end really helps my E6000. I get to use it. I get the most out of it, I guess. So I end up squeezing it just to where I get some squirting out of there. And I don't put it on the noodle. I put it on the inside of the cup where I want it. And how I've been doing it is I'll put a little dab there, then I'm going to create a space. And then I'll make another spot. So I have two of them there with a space in between. And I do that with spaces because where that space is, that's where I'm going to put my hot glue. Alright, so I've got my hot glue here. Oh, and my phone is ringing. My son's trying to call. Danny, if you're on there, can you message him and tell him that I will give him a call after a while? I'm just about done with this gnome. And as soon as I'm done with this live, I will give him a call. Okay. So I have his hat on there, and he doesn't seem too wobbly. So he's pretty good. And I think before I do his nose, I'm going to go ahead and glue him down to my plate. And I just do the same thing. I just place the glue. Where I want it. And then I'm also going to add some hot glue. And that hot glue will help it bond right away. And the E6000 will help it bond permanently. So I'm just going to hold it down just a little bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue on that nose. And I'll hold that in place. Oh my goodness, he's looking cute. Now that little extra detail that I was telling you about on the shoes, I grabbed a little piece of felt, just an accent piece. And I'm going to cut out the shape of the bottom of that shoe. So then I have that little piece, and I'm just gonna hot glue that to the bottom of his shoe. That's just going to add just a little itty bitty detail to bring that pop of color. So then I'm going to glue that on to this one over here. So then see how that adds just that little bit of detail. And then for his accent on the hat, this one I did the bow, the little bow. On him, I'm going to do this flower. And I don't know if the hot glue will keep it held on there that well. So I'm also going to use the E6000 on this too. And on this one, I think I might I'll let you help me decide. Do you like it over here by the handle, or do you think I should put it over here to where I can still see the handle from the front? Is there a side preference that... On my daughter's, on Danny's, I think I did it opposite of the handle so you could still see the handle. I just think these little gnomes turn out so cute. And I mean, you can make him shorter. That way the cup sits a little bit closer to the plate. It's totally up to you. I like playing with their beards. I do think it looks better on the side without the handle, just because that handle adds so much character to it. So I think I just might put it on the other side. That's how I did the other one, so I'll just stick with the same idea. And I'm going to put the hot glue and the E6000 on there. Just so it gives that quick hold and a forever hold. Oh, it turns out so cute. So this one's done for my mother-in-law. And then this one is for my mom. How cute, right? And then I'm going to set those aside. I have one more to do. It doesn't take long at all. So, for mine, it's going to have that bowl and the plate. And these are Pioneer Woman as well. It's just all the flowery ones don't really go with my decor. So I thought this would be better in my house. So all I'm going to do to change it up just a little bit from the others, I'm going to move that aside. So I'm going to fill the sock with rice. And I've done this technique on one of my other videos. They turn out so cute. I've even done classes to show people how to make the sock gnomes. I just think they turn out so cute. Shouldn't need too much, but I figured this is as much as I would need. I did not measure either. Normally I do about 2 cups, maybe 3, depending on the sock. And depending on the gnome. that I want. And you'll notice all I'm doing is smushing it down to get it in there. Then I grab a little rubber band. And I'm going to tie the top with that rubber band. And I'm just going to look and see how he's going to look. Really, not too bad. I probably could have made him a little fatter if I wanted. So with this here, I'm just going to add some glue to hold down the top part of the sock that's not being used. So I'm just going to hold it down a little bit. And then that bowl will rest on top of it. And I'm also going to cut the beard just slightly, because all that I made was a rectangle or a square. When you cut this, I used to cut it the wrong way and just use scissors, and it turned out really funny. When you do it after I learned the right way, you flip it to where this back side is showing, and you just cut that back side. And with him, I think I'm going to just do a triangle. And I'm going to see how far down I want it to go. Okay. And always be careful when you use the knife. I've seen some people use small scissors, but I haven't had much luck with that, so I just stick with the knife and just cut through the backing. Oh, that looks good. Then I'm going to place this on the top just to see what he's going to look like. And this one, it has, I found, like little curls in the fur. And for me, that's going to be okay. Because that's just going to add just a little bit more character for him. Okay, so now that I know where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and glue his beard down. Also going to glue a little bit down on his belly so I know it'll stay put. I'm going to turn it and show you what I mean about it has some curls in it. These are all natural curls inside that fur, and it curls down here as well. And I think it just adds character. Some people would spritz it down with like water and then take a brush and a hairdryer to straighten that out. I think it adds character, so I just leave it that way. And also, if you wanted, I could have put a circle of cardboard down inside the sock to kind of give it more of a base. With me, no one's going to be messing with it, so this works out just fine for me. And with him, no, with the other ones, I was placing it more towards the back. With this one, I think I'm going to place him probably more towards the middle. Just because I might have to adjust a little bit, because in the back, it's going to be almost touching. So I'm just going to see if that rests on there. That's going to help keep him stable anyway. So I'm loving that. Oh yeah, he's looking cute. So the bowls, I think, are going to work really nice as well. So if you can't find a cup that you like, go ahead and use the bowls. So while I have him placed here, I'm going to go ahead and glue down this top. I'm not going to glue the nose on yet. So I'm just putting glue where that bowl is going to rest. Then I'm also going to add hot glue. Okay. Then I'm going to strategically place this back down on my on my gnome. And how I want it is right where I'm going to place the nose. I'm going to show you. I'm going to have it right where this decorative edge goes into a point. So when I put the nose on there, it's going to rest. It's going to look like this is hitting the top of his nose. And just now, looking at him like that, when I put the nose on there, to me he looked like he was a little army gnome with the green hat. I don't know if you guys noticed it too, and I kind of like that about him. He's so adorable. Okay. So now I'm going to glue his nose down. Right underneath that. that spot on there. Oh, he's looking so cute. And if you wanted, you could even add arms to him as well. He would look so cute. Yeah, to me, he kind of looks like a little army gnome. Okay, so all that I'm doing is taking a gray sock. I figured gray would look really good since my sock has gray spots in it. Then I'm just going to place, I'm doing the same thing. So all that I did was I cut the toe part of the sock off, and then the top and the bottom, I just cut it. So I have two different pieces. And this shoe, I'm setting right in the center of it. Then I'm going to put a little bit of glue inside that sock. Thank you, Uncle. The very first one I made of these, I was so impressed, and I feel that I'm probably going to be making a lot more of these because they turn out so adorable. So this one I'm just doing the same way I did the other one. Just tucking in as I go. If I have too much and it's not all going to fit inside there, you just snip off a little bit of it. You just tuck it in. I love how, see this one, the tip of the toe of that sock created a cute little section there. You can use whatever you want in order to do these. I just use what I got. There's times though that I go on my lunch hour or even right before work and see what all we have. And I go on a hunt for crafting supplies. Okay. So this one's just about done too. With me being on late tonight, I wasn't sure how many people were going to be able to catch me. But I'm glad you guys are on and able to watch. And it will stay on my page, so if anybody else misses it, they can watch it later. There we go. Okay, so there's his shoes. And then all I'm going to do is put some glue around that edge. I didn't build up the inside very much, so Most of my glue is going to be on that edge. And then I'm going to move his beard just slightly so I know where to put that shoe. And with him, I don't think I'm going to do a decorative bottom like I did the others. This one, I don't think he needs it. He's so cute. Have you seen that commercial with the general? That's kind of what he makes me think of. When I turn him around, you'll see what I mean. He is so cute. Oh my goodness. And with him, I am going to add a little embellishment just for me. But I'm going to show you what I mean. Doesn't he look like the general on those commercials? He is so cute. So with him, I don't know if I should put maybe the bow on top or I'm going to do several placements. You guys tell me what you think. That way you can help me with mine. So I can put this here in the back, or I can put it in the center on the front or off to the side. Uncle, you think I should do the top like this? That does look cute. And I don't think with it here, he doesn't really need a whole lot here because this dish is gorgeous. And plus, if I had it on the top like this, when you spin it, it has that decorative from the back as well. Okay. Uncle, I'm taking your advice, and I'm going to place the bow on the top there. And again, I'm using that E6000 because I don't know if the hot glue will stay on here that well. So I'm just going to use that E6000 and then a little dab of hot glue to hold it in place now. Because if that hot glue comes off later, the E6000 will be dry by then. And that will hold it in place. Oh my goodness, guys. He is so cute. And I could not believe when I had seen all the craft supplies on sale. This bow, there was 2 of them, and it was only $1. So isn't that cute? It's cute from the back and cute from the front. And add a little bit more glue there. Hold it in place. Oh, it's so cute. you guys remember what time I logged on? I don't know how to see how long I've been on here, but I don't think it took very long to do 2 of them. So cute. And this one was already done. Can you tell I kind of have OCD where I put everything on the same side? I end up doing that a lot. Okay, put that away. It does look like a military gnome, and I love that because I have a lot of military family members, so I love that it looks like that. Plus it has my colors because I love green, and that's such a beautiful dish. And you know, Father's Day's coming up. I bet you that would be good for a dad. Minus the bow, of course. The dad, I don't think, would like the bow. But, oh my goodness. And see, with him, I didn't really even have to part his fur because this is the natural curl of that fur. So, he just looks so cute. And with this one, I don't think I'm gonna glue him down quite yet. I'll glue him at another time. But boy, I hope you really liked and enjoyed how I put these together. If you have other ways of doing it, whatever works for you, you know, and just use what you have around the house. It doesn't take a whole lot. I went out and bought all these cups for the gifts. Each cup and this bowl was like $4.95, and then the saucers were the same. Just use stuff that you have in your house. If you have stuff that you're needing to dwindle down, like dishes and everything, just use what you have. If you had like a little jar or a decorative bowl, this shows the bowls work too. So I think he's my favorite, and he's mine. So that's a good thing. But I really do feel that my mom is going to love this one. And my mother-in-law will love this one here. And really, there's not a whole lot of money. So inexpensive gift that you can make that looks so elegant, you know, and would look adorable in any home. It would work great for a Mother's Day gift. Or even a birthday gift. And if you make any, show me pictures because I love seeing everybody else's work. And go ahead and do that there. It kind of helps. I noticed today that I had like 500 and, what was it, 11 followers? Which, that just blows my mind. That is so nice and so amazing. I love all of my followers. And I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all of the support that you give me. I do plan on loading these videos onto YouTube, on my YouTube channel as well. I don't know when I'll get to that, probably next week or the week after. But if you check out my YouTube channel, they will go there as well when I have some time. But I really thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I love getting your feedback and visiting with you guys. As you can tell, it does not take that long to do these. And if you have any questions or anything, just message me. And keep checking my page because I will be posting pictures. I probably won't do them in a live, but I will post pictures of the cactus and the donut and the pineapple ones. So I'm going to go ahead, log off of here, and I'm going to call my son. And you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.